Hi, so in this video, I will be showing you how to use a surface finish gauge comparator. You can see the different finishes, and I'll be comparing them to my parts.
Alright.
So, I didn't really know how to start off this video,
Colin.
as you can tell. So first, I began to put the collet into the machine. This was a laborious process for me because I didn't really know what I was doing fully. But ultimately, I did put the collet into the machine and got the fly cutter set up for cutting. So right here, I used a little paper technique to make sure that the fly cutter was properly above the part, so I don't have to lower it as much in the long run. Right here, I begin cutting the part. So typically when fly cutting, you would like to use a higher RPM, normally around 2000 RPM. And you'd like to go slower when using your passes over the part to ultimately get the best finish as possible. So right here, I do my first full pass, and I say to myself, that's not enough, so I go over again. And then I do it one more time because why not? I have time. So I go over it one more time, and then ultimately I move it back to get the best finish again. And then I bring the gauge over to determine which one it is most similar to. So 166 is the closest finish I have on that chart. Then I begin to take a end mill and get a slightly worse finish for demonstration purposes, and then I use the gauge to determine what it is. For this one, it seems to be a 250M finish on the part. Don't use that side because those finishes are too good, so use this side instead because the finishes are slightly worse. Then, for demonstration purposes only, I tried to get the worst finish I could possibly get. So I lowered the speed to about 900 RPM, as you can see by that red indicator over there. And I tried to increase how fast my end mill goes into my part, so my feed. So by increasing the feed rate and lowering the speed, you can get a worse finish. So as you see it cutting, it is grabbing a little bit. That is not a good thing to see. This ultimately is a very bad finish and is not the safest. So after doing my 3 passes with it, you can ultimately see the lines in the part which show that the finish is slightly worse. And right here, I used a gauge to compare it, and it seems to be that 250p is the closest finish it has. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to use a surface finish gauge comparator. Thank you. Alright, cool, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, we're done.